Hey guys, FlareFoo here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today's video is top 10 creepiest Fakemon. Now this is all totally 100% in just my opinion. So if you don't agree, you can leave a comment if you want, but don't get angry about it because that'll be annoying. But yeah, anyway. So here's my top 10 creepiest Fakemon. So starting at number 10 we have Transfer. And now this Pokemon is a ghost/dark type. And here is the description. Transfer are said to be able to reflect the true nature of whoever looks into the mirror. Nothing is left hidden about a person once they peer into the glass. Transfer can use its ability, Shadow Shift, to shapeshift into whatever is caught in its mirror. Now, I get the creepy vibe from this Pokemon not because in a traditional sense, not because it actually looks creepy, but more because of what it says to the right, more because of what the description says. It says it can use its ability to shapeshift into whatever is caught in its mirror. It sort of sounds like a trap, like caught in its mirror. It sounds like a trap to me, and I don't know, it's just, and those claws as well, they just, I don't know, it's just, it gives off a vibe, it gives off a certain, makes me feel a certain way, you know what I mean? They're said to be able to reflect the true nature of whoever looks into the mirror. I guess that means if you look into a mirror, you'll turn into like some evil serial killer or something. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I like this Pokemon, but it's at number 10 because there are far more creepy Fakemon to come. So at number 9 we have Creeper or Creeper. It is a dark/fairy type, which is quite interesting. It attacks with scythes, dealing massive damage to anyone in its way. It has no fears, making it a nightmare indeed. It is said to eat the souls of its killed enemies to grow stronger. A lot is still unknown about this Pokemon. So the design is slightly creepy, I mean, but the same as the Transfer one. Like, I get the description is more creepy than the actual design of the Fakemon. It says down here, it said to eat the souls of its killed enemies to grow stronger. Now, with that, along with the mouths, the numerous mouths in the design, is quite creepy in my opinion. It has no fears, making it a nightmare. Yeah, that's sort of creepy too. And a lot is still unknown about this Pokemon. So yeah, that's sort of the most creepy part. A lot is still unknown about this guy, and you wouldn't really want to be walking along and this guy comes up behind you, would you? Anyway, moving on to number 8. We have Silver, or Silver, I don't know how you say that, but Silver sounds about right. It is a bug/ghost type, which is quite interesting because when I looked at this, I did not think it would be a bug type at all. I just thought maybe ghost, or a dark type even, but yeah, it's a bug/ghost type, so that's pretty cool. But again, for the third time, the description is more creepy than the actual Pokemon. I mean, the sort of, the eyes and the skull sort of mouth, the face in general gives off sort of a creepy look to it. But the actual body and the colour scheme isn't too scary, to be honest. But anyway, here's the description. Silver enter houses in the daytime to avoid sunlight. So they must have some sort of sensitivity to sunlight, or they die or something in the sun, I'm not sure. But they hide in attics and basements, and even though they flee when startled, still often scare people. Now, they do flee when they're startled, to be fair, let's give this guy a break, but they still scare people. They're hiding in your house, and yeah, and you don't even know it's there. I'm not sure how big this guy is, but if it's like as big as I think it is, like, I'd be pretty scared. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, but it does say it's a bug type, so maybe it's quite small. Might even be an ant size sort of thing, but yeah. Moving on to number 7 now. We have Made Evil. So I guess that's sort of medieval, maybe? Something to do with that, or it's a maid Pokemon or something. It is still type and ghost type, so that is pretty cool. It doesn't really look like a steel type, but yeah. Medieval can be heard throughout the empty halls of the old castles. They tread slowly and soundless, letting out soft cries. On some nights, their soft cries turn into unnerving screeches. Now, the face of this Pokemon is quite creepy in itself, and just the general arms. I'm not a fan of long limbs, so you'll see on my number 1 that I am really not a fan of long legs or long arms. They sort of give off some weird vibe to them that they just look creepy. I don't know what it is, just elongated limbs just they're creepy, they scare me. But yeah, it says here, on some nights their soft cries turn into unnerving screeches. Now that's kind of creepy because, like, I don't know about you, but I'm not a fan of unnerving screeches. I don't think most people are a fan of unnerving screeches, but you can just imagine this being a silhouette in a hallway of a castle you're visiting, and it just screeches, and you'd be pretty scared. So yeah, that is why it is at number 7. There are more creepy ones to come, guys. Just wait. Okay, so now we have, at number 6, we have Orgal, or Orgal. I am not sure how to say that name either, but I'm going to go with Orgal. Now, it is a normal / ghost type Pokemon, and there is no description for this Pokemon, so I have not a lot to go by. That is why it's at number 6, because if it had a description, I assure you it would be up in my top 3, because it is creepy looking, even though it slightly looks like a piano. I guess Orgal means organ or something, like the organ instrument thing, whatever it is. But yeah, it does look like a piano. It's got piano keys everywhere, or I don't know what the hell they're supposed to be. But again, it's with the pointy, thin little legs and just the soulless eyes. It's just creepy. I don't like it. And the arms. I don't know what's going in the arms. It doesn't have any hands, but yeah. Whatever. I don't have much to say for this guy because I don't have a description. So yeah, moving on to number 5 now. We have Dehedra. Now, I'm not sure if it's Dehedra or Dehedra, but you'll see in a minute that I'm going to call it a Dehedra, and you'll see in a minute why. Now, this Pokemon is a ghost / poison type, which looks about right for how the design is. But yeah, Dehedra are spirits in search of the deheaded body they possessed in a past life. They mostly eat rotting food, but can't resist the taste of a mouldy corpse. Now, the reason this is at number 5 is because I am not certain what that thing is on its head. It sounds as if it's got no head, and that's just a placeholder sort of thing, so maybe it's just a cardboard sort of bag or a straw bag or something. That's why it's so creepy. And I'm not sure if those are eyes or they're blood stains or something like that. But yeah, the general sort of design gives off a creepy sort of look to it. They're in search of their deheaded body they possessed in a past life. That just sounds creepy to me. I don't know. They possessed a deheaded body. No, they possessed a body and then it got deheaded, but I don't even know what it got deheaded by. They mostly eat rotting food. Nice. And they can't resist the taste of a mouldy corpse. So yeah, this guy is pretty creepy. I'm not sure how it eats with this bag over its head though. But yeah, moving on to number 4 now. We have Fanantis, or Fanantis. It is a bug / dark Pokemon. Fanantis will often have fights to the death for reasons involving power or to impress a female. Fanantis blades are even sharper than the ones their previous evolutions possessed, and never wear down. Now this guy is traditionally creepy, because just look at his skull of a head and his sharp claws and his four-legged legs and he's four-legged with these sharp claws on his feet as well. So yeah, the sharp hands, the skull, it doesn't have a bottom jaw. That's what gets me the most, I think. I think this guy would be less creepy if it did have the whole skull, but it doesn't. So I sort of feel like that's the creepy point. That marks the creepy point. And just the colour scheme in general looks like well, it does look like a dark type, yeah, but it also looks like bones. So maybe that ties in with a dark type too. And yeah, it does look like a praying mantis sort of Pokemon, which I guess that's what the name went by. Yeah, this is one of the more creepy ones. It's more traditionally creepy anyway. So yeah, will often have fights to the death for reasons involving power or to impress a female. That sounds like basically any single animal in the world, or human, in fact. But yeah. Anyway, moving on to number 3 now. We have the top 3. Now, number 3 is Hazmelt. Now, this Pokemon is a steel/poison type, and this is the description for it. The toxins inside of Hazmelt's body have started to overtake its body. The catalyst for this reaction is a mysterious black sludge. Now that is the only description they have on their deviantart. Most of these were made by Smiley Fakemon, by the way, so I will put the credits in the description below and maybe on annotations, I'm not sure yet. But this guy is awesome looking, I'll give it that. I do really love the design of this Pokemon. But it is also creepy looking. Again, there's the long arms, the long legs, but that's not such an issue really. I think it's like a hazmat suit or something like that because it has the zipper on the back. I think that's supposed to be a zipper, and then it's got the sort of fumes coming out. Like you know, you have those pollution. You know, you have the oil and the smoke comes out. I don't know what they're called. Big chimneys, basically. It has big chimneys on its back. Okay. But that doesn't make it creepy, but the face makes it creepy, and the way it's holding its arm up and its fingers are curling round, that also makes it creepy. And it just stares into the viewer's eyes, which is just creepy for me. I don't know. I just don't like the eyes and the mouth. The simplicity of the face makes it creepy looking. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Anyway, that was number 3, now on to number 2. At number 2 we have Ant. No, it's probably Assassin. It's based off an assassin bug I think I read on their deviantart page. It is a dark/bug type Pokemon. There is no description for this little guy. But this is where it comes in to it in full blast, the elongated limbs and arms. Like I said before, I do not like long arms or legs. And this has long arms and legs, and it creeps me out. Because I'm not sure how tall this guy is. If he's quite tall, then it's creepier than if he's small. But yeah, just the skinniness, the tallness, everything is just I used to be scared of greyhounds when I was younger because they were just skinny, and when I was younger they were quite big, so maybe they were bigger than me, I don't even remember, I'm quite small. But yeah, it's just the skinniness I don't like of things, and yeah, the tallness, the long legs, the curvy feet and stuff like that. I don't know, it's just creepy. I don't know if it's supposed to be an inverted cross on its crest either, but yeah, it just creeps me out. But now we have number 1. Now this guy is called Regaloop or something like that. It's a dark/fighting type. Now hold on a minute, I know what you're thinking, this guy is not scary. No, yes it is, I will explain myself, give me a second. Now this guy does not have a description, so I don't have anything to go by description wise, but as I said for some previous ones, including Assassin, I find the long legs on this guy to be the creepiest thing in the world, literally. On Google Images, this was the scariest one. I was looking through for ages, maybe 2 hours, 3 hours or something like that, and this guy just caught my eye, and he looked at me with that red eye and he said, I'm being your number 1, and he is now my number 1 because just look at those long legs and imagine them running towards you. Just imagine that. Just close your eyes and imagine this guy walking towards you, running towards you with those long legs and long arms. You would not stand still. You would run, wouldn't you? This guy is just the creepiest thing in the world. And imagine if those eyes glowed up in the dark and just was chasing you. It's just creepy. I just don't like this guy. It's maybe not creepy for you guys, but for me, I don't have a fear for long legs and arms. I just think it makes things 100% more creepy. So if you have long legs and long arms, you are 100% creepy. Well done. But yes, that has been my top 10 most creepy Fakemon. So now I'll give you a chance to suggest a theme for my next Fakemon video down below. So all you have to do is just write a theme. Like Mewtwo Pokemon recently did top 10 funniest Fakemon, so I'm going to do that in my next video. But I would like some more themes because I want to plan my new videos and get some sort of schedule rolling out, and I want to know what I am going to be doing. So if you can kindly enough give me some suggestions, that will be awesome. And thank you for watching the video, and check out my other videos. I'm also going to be doing another giveaway soon, maybe this week, I'm not sure yet, but go check out my other one. I'll put an annotation on the video for that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.